What's going on, guys? Fets here. I have some Medal of Honor beta gameplay for you. Sarajevo map, playing the SpecOps class. After putting in quite a few hours of the game, I've decided this is, I don't know if this is my favorite class, but it's definitely the class that I do the best with. I have the most kills with it, and whenever I play, I do well. This is a 40 kill game, and I get an Apache in this pretty easily. I was playing the heavy gunner quite a bit, just trying to see if I could enjoy that class, because it's got some nice advantages to it, the way you can hand out ammo and resupply anyone. And I wanted to like the heavy gunner class. The second gun you unlock with that class, I can't remember the name of it, 240 or 249, one of those two squad automatic weapons. Anyways, that gun's a lot better. It makes the class much better. But I played that class for several games for like an hour or two, and I switched to Spec Ops, and I swear back-to-back Apaches. As soon as I did that, this game precedes those. But you know, it was just obvious when I switched away from the heavy gunner back to the Spec Ops, and I dropped Apaches in back-to-back games. It was like, okay, this class is definitely working better for me. So how do you play this class effectively, in the beta at least? Flank. You're the fastest guy in the field. You're given a silencer once you get upgraded to the MP7 here, your second gun. And you have the ability to wall hack, so you see where guys are and go around and go up behind them. And that's really the key to the class, is not always being with your team. Now, what it requires to do well is your ability to win one-on-two gunfights. Oftentimes with the advantage, you know, you're not head-to-head, but you still have to have the accuracy to take a guy down with half of your magazine, and you know, still have half of it to go after the next guy. You lose a lot in one-on-three engagements, but that's kind of the way it should be. But here you can see me flanking these guys, getting a couple kills. Third guy gets me, and that seems to happen a lot to me. Maybe it's just a consequence of flanking, but where I get in a good position and I get one, two, sometimes I get three, and there's always one more, like that fourth guy there, or third guy there. So that happens, but good start. I was 6-0 to start the game until that guy got me, and you know, it's just that flanking really is key, and you see that a lot in this gameplay, where I'm constantly trying to push those flanks. Right here, one of the things I'm frustrated with, and I was tweeting at the Medal of Honor about it, and they were talking to me about it. The grenades, there are grenade indicators, but they really suck. Like, you don't know. I mean, you die to grenades constantly without knowing there was ever a grenade there, and that's really frustrating. So it's something I hope they fix. By the response I got on Twitter from Medal of Honor, they said something like, "We'll make the team aware of your thoughts on grenade indicators." What I was asking them, what I tweeted at them about was, "Hey, is this a design decision, or is this just an issue with the beta?" You know, and there it is. I catch a guy off guard, and another guy waiting next to me, and that happens quite a bit flanking. The guys will spawn up behind you, or spawn on their buddy, or whatever. And, but so I was asking Medal of Honor, I said, you know, look, did you guys do this on purpose? Is it your intention to go for realism and have, you know, crappy or no grenade indicators? And you know, those aren't the words they would use, but it is what it is. And I kind of got the impression from their response that, you know, yes, this was their intent, and maybe they're getting a lot of feedback from people saying that they don't like it. But one of my complaints would be that there's too many ways to die just accidentally or without any way to counter it, and that's frustrating in a shooter. Like, you know, just dying randomly when there's nothing you could really have done is really frustrating. But anyways, I like the game. It's more, I would just like to see some of these things fixed from the beta. And remember, it's a beta, so I know Corrupt has really drilled home on that. It's a small download. It's one map, and they're just trying to stress test and get a feel for stuff. Great. I hope they really take the feedback, and I think they're going to be. really taking that feedback. But back to the SpecOps class, the SpecOps vision, your perk you get with it, is really good. I use it a lot. I kind of am still learning it in this video. This is an earlier gameplay, the weekend it came out, and I've gotten much better at it now, and I really like the SpecOps vision. It's not overpowered because the enemy kind of has to be moving for it really to be effective, and they have to be close. The further they are away, the harder it is to see them with the SpecOps vision. But it just gives you that quick glance, and if you're quick about it, you can just kind of look, quick glance of where everyone is, and then kind of make your move or plan your move. And it all happens really fast, and I love that speed. I kind of miss that from Call of Duty, the speed of the game. Battlefield is incredibly intense, and it can be just mind-boggling at times, but I would never say the game's necessarily fast. There's just so much space to move and so much going on that you calculate your moves a lot in Battlefield, and that's awesome, and that's really fun. But you know, that quick twitch, the quick reflexes, the fast pace of a game like this is something I definitely was missing, or just, you know, hadn't played in a while. You know, you're playing games like Borderlands and Battlefield, you kind of don't have that. So I really like that feel, having that back. They've done some awesome stuff. The fire teams for Corrupt and I are fantastic. You know, we have some other guys we play with on a regular basis, and we love playing with subscribers. But you know, the two of us game together a lot. You know, we run the YouTube channel together, and we're both super strong players. You know, in our opinion, we'd take that for what it's worth. But we're both strong players, so being able to get on a fire team with another strong player, and then on top of that, a player that has the desire to play the way I'm playing, like to you know, okay, so he's looking down a lane, and I say, Corrupt, I need ammo, and he's willing to step aside and give me ammo or give me health, make call outs, watch my back, essentially the way a battle buddy should. And that's kind of the way they meant this game to be played. And we just so happen to have that chemistry already, from doing YouTube and from playing Battlefield together so much. So it's like almost like Danger Close designed this fire team system with us in mind, it feels like. And it just really benefits our play style. And so we've been really enjoying the benefits of that. You know, when we get in games together, the one night I think we were the top fire team 10, 11 games in a row. It was just non-stop. Like, we were the ones being shown in the kill screen, or in the game screen every time. And like Kremis and the guys were just like, damn, like, well, they were having great games, but they just couldn't top us because we were getting bomb plants, diffuses, we're dropping 40 kills a game, and we're getting the Apache up all the time. And it was just, you know, what can you do? It's, you know, you're gonna win the game usually when you're doing stuff like that. So that aspect has been really fun. Where it's not fun, that you guys have probably seen, is the spawn camping. The spawn system I really like it, but it lends itself to spawn camping. Like this bomb that we're planting right now is a great example, because they'll spawn just on the other side of that building. And if you get an Apache out right now, which I've had happen to me, and you fly it over there, you just rain down rockets on their spawn. And there's no spawn protection or anything. It's just instant death, and you can't really pick where you spawn other than your fire team buddy or fallback, and that's your fallback spawn right back there where these guys are coming out of. And you know, some guys are exploiting that, but you know, you see in this video, we're kind of killing them in their spawn or as they come out of their spawn, and we're not doing it to be dicks. We're doing it because that's where they are, and we're defending our bomb plant, and that's the objective. And we've kind of realized some of the spawn camps and try to avoid them. But right here, I'm shooting these guys in their spawn. You see that blueberry? I didn't catch his name, but he's in their spawn. Like, he is literally going to watch a guy spawn in front of him and shoot him in the back. And it's really annoying to be on the receiving end of that. We did play, and we had some guys that were really exploiting that, another fire team. And it's effective. You know, they get a lot of points, a lot of kills from it, so I understand why guys do it, but I don't know how Danger Close is going to fix that. I'm a little concerned that they can't fix it, just because it's really the nature of the way the game's designed. They seem willing to fix it. That's another thing I was tweeting back and forth with them about. And they definitely seem aware that the community is frustrated by it. They're well aware of it, and they've made that clear. But how can they fix it? What can they do? I don't have an answer for that. I really like the spawn system, kind of the theory behind it, and I don't know how you take it and fix it. Keep in mind, this is essentially the headquarters game mode from Call of Duty. I never played that game mode when I was playing Call of Duty every day. I didn't know too many people that played it because it lent itself to these kinds of issues, such as spawn camping, with the way the spawns were set up. It wasn't a popular game mode. I know people played it, but it wasn't that popular. Now, I'm in the spawn here. I didn't realize it when I was playing this game how bad I was in the spawn. But anyways, I think that it's cool they showed off this game mode. It's really intense and fast, and that's what they were trying to show, I think, in contrast to Battlefield. But I have a feeling this will just not be a popular game mode because, given the game mode, I don't know how they fix the spawns. And so all these people complaining, canceling pre-orders and stuff need to keep in mind, you know, it's still going to have your domination style game modes, your TDM style game modes. I haven't seen the list of game modes, but you have to imagine a game like this is going to have that stuff. Capture the flag. I mean, capture the flag on this map would be freaking awesome. Talk about fun. If this had a traditional COD capture the flag style game mode on a map like this, that would be fun. Especially, you know, SpecOps Class, running with the SpecOps vision, heavy gunners shutting down lanes. Like, it could really lend itself to this team environment. So that's something to keep in mind when you're asking yourself, should I be getting this game? And I keep telling myself that every time I have a couple bad games where I'm spawn camped, I think to myself, like, man, I'm gonna go cancel my pre-order. This is crap. And it's just like, no, it's gonna be good. I think the other game modes will be better, and I think that they're gonna listen to feedback. They seem to really want this game to be successful. They've been very active on Twitter and responding. You know, even to me, a small YouTube channel, they've been very responsive and engaging in conversations about issues that I've brought up, and I appreciate that a lot. So I think that's a good sign, and I think you guys should be. I think we should all complain about noob tubes. Ugh, actually, that was a grenade. The noob tubes, the fact that one class, their special ability is a noob tube is kind of like, that's stupid to me. But it's like, we need to reward someone and say, here, you get a noob tube and no one else does, and enjoy. It's just anyways, that's my thoughts on it. I didn't talk too much about the SpecOps class, but it's pretty self-explanatory. Silence gun, fastest player on the field, ability to see through walls. What's that tell you? Get behind the enemy flank. Accuracy is really important with the SpecOps class because the gun's weak, low recoil, but weak. And I mean, you need to be accurate because you need to be on target first, and you need to stay on target when guys are moving. I think one of the reasons I like the SpecOps class is I can dodge more. So if I start getting shot, I can turn on guys, or I can get behind cover faster. And I noticed when I was playing like the heavy gunner class, I was missing that. Like, I wasn't able to duck behind cover as much, and I was dying trying to get behind cover. So yeah, that definitely seemed like a perk to me for the class, the speed as a defensive aspect. As far as the point streaks, score streaks, kill streaks, whatever, they're not bad. The jammer is pretty good. Smoke screen I use situationally, and then on top of that, I think, oh man, I'm drawing a blank. I think you get I know you get the Warthog, like the airstrike, That one's really hard to place. It could be the map, or it could just be I don't know what I'm doing with it. But I haven't gotten too much. Like I dropped one of them on a group of people, and it just devastated them, and it was really cool. It was the first one I got, and I've gotten it several times since then, and every time it's like, man, I got no kills out of it. So I'm not the greatest. Other than that, the Apache, everyone gets the Apache, and I can't remember. I think you might get a mortar strike as your other score streak. And I apologize for not knowing those. I just forgot to look them up and before I did this. But there you see the weak gun. I couldn't finish those guys just because I didn't get all my shots on target, and that's where the gun's weakness really comes into play. You just have to be able to adjust for that. Pistols are really strong, so you can always go to that pistol and just put you on the radar because it's not silenced. Yeah, it looks like I'm looking at my Dragonfire up there. So Dragonfire is my second or third score streak. That's the mortar strike, and that one's pretty good. I've kind of started to understand that fire team replenish now after Krupp talked about it in his video, and that's actually really useful in the right situation. Like you know, that's where having that fire team buddy is huge, because I can say to Krupp, you know, hey, are you on a score streak? Do you need ammo? Are you, you know, are you almost to an Apache or something? Where if he's struggling and dying a lot, 1 KD, then he's probably not going to need to replenish. But if he's deep into a score streak, then that can really help him out. You know, giving him back grenades and stuff like that. So can be far more useful than you might think. I know it's tempting to go offensive all the time with score streaks. I like to, but there can definitely be a benefit there for helping your battle buddy out and stuff. The Apache, that one is really powerful. The gunner is the more powerful position. You get like a thermal vision, and you get unlimited ammo, and you just, I mean, rape the crap out of people. The pilot gets, I think, 30 rockets, and they're devastating. They fire slow. But they're very devastating. It's just hard to see guys. Like I found as the pilot, oh man, I can't believe I didn't see that guy. But you getting shot. Like you take fire. This is kind of a complaint. You take fire from small arms fire, like guys shooting your Apache with their gun, and it feels like you're getting hit by like explosive RPG rounds. It's really like overwhelming. Like you're just like getting crushed by these bullets. There you see the Warthog and the Shadow. I do like the Shadow. It's kind of a UAV, and that's actually really useful when you're trying to flank around. Here I drop the Warthog, and you can see I totally missed. And I saw the lines forming there. I think I didn't do it right. I think I should have looked at the path it was trying to draw and line that up and let it draw that path down through there. Instead, I just kind of pointed at a wall, and you know what? I don't think I get the Apache in this game. Actually, we're coming right to the end here, and I come up just short of the Apache, so I apologize for that. But here I get a nice flank on these guys, and time runs out, or I would have had a few more kills. But I broke 8,000. I think I have 40 kills, and my goal is to go for a 50 kill game in the beta. Yeah, 40 and 25. Krupp and I both broke 40 several times, so our goal now is to try to break 50 kills in a game. And he did one as a sniper, which is freaking awesome. But you guys should be seeing that game too. Anyways, I've kind of rambled on. I just wanted to kind of talk about the game and let you guys know what I thought, and get this out there. And I'm gonna start looking more into the tactics and bringing you some of those videos. Don't ask me to explain this summary screen. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. It's pretty poorly made, I think, but they've kind of acknowledged that, and hopefully we'll put some work into the menus too. Anyways, for 11 Bravo Gaming, this is Fets, and I'm out.